right, so I told you last week that this is our last physics topic. This is it. So next week when we test, the rest of the semester after we test next week, we'll do what? Chemistry. Wow. Okay? Now, before you think you're doing hardcore chemistry like my second period class, we're just skimming the surface. So don't panic. Okay? So our last physics topic is going to talk about waves. Okay? So if you had a good background with waves in middle school, today and tomorrow are largely going to be reviewed. If you did not have a good background with waves in middle school, it might be new. Okay? If you had to copy it out of a book and you don't remember anything you copied out of the book, it'll probably feel kind of new. But if you had a pretty good teacher, this is not going to be new today and tomorrow. So if you had Miss Cologne, this should not be new to you, okay? This should be reviewed. You had what?
But it wasn't out here.
Right, she changed her name.
Yeah, she got married, I think.
Oh, I wasn't there.
Is she down there still?
I think so. I want to say she got married or something.
She did get married.
Yeah, but she's still there. Pretty sure she is.
She just said she was leaving last year.
I was almost positive she didn't.
Oh, that's my cousin.
She said she was going to.
Now, she might have, but I'm almost positive she's still there. All right, so a wave is a traveling disturbance that carries energy from one place to another. Now, the key in that definition is what? What do you suppose the word is I want to talk about?
Energy.
Energy, okay? So, a wave is a traveling disturbance that carries energy from one place to another. What you want to do, okay?
Take that quiz. Come here.
Oh, what quiz? What's wrong with doing?
The one from Friday.
Oh, okay.
I think it's the one we got to subtract and do this. Do this.
Yeah, just go through the table at the back of mine. He don't bite.
What do I have to do?
You might say dumb stuff sometimes, but he don't bite. All right. Now I got tape on that since people keep wasting my tape. Now, if we're only carrying energy from one place to the next, y'all ever been to the beach?
No.
Yeah.
Yes, no. Have you seen pictures of the beach?
Yes.
Yes. Waves crashing to the shore. Okay, and the waves do what?
Right.
Do they go back out? Or do they stay in? They go back out, right? All right. So water comes in. Do the waves carry matter or energy?
None.
You okay over there? You're like some crazy wild animal over there. Whoa! You should think about sound effects for Disney or something after high school. All right. So, do they carry matter or energy?
Both.
Energy.
Energy. Okay. Just energy. So, if the wave has more energy, it's what kind of wave?
Energy wave.
Is it a big wave or a small wave?
Big wave.
Big wave. If it's got less energy, it's what kind of wave? It's a small wave. Now, if waves carried matter into the shore, eventually what would happen to that whole row of houses on the front? It'd be wiped out, okay? If the waves carried matter into shore every time, what would happen to that whole row of houses that's beachfront property? They'd be what? Destroyed. They'd be wiped out. And the second line of houses would become beachfront property.
So that's what.
Okay? And so after a day or two, maybe a few days, what would happen to that next row of property? If matter came in every time the waves came in, they'd be what, you ready? They'd be gone too. And the third row would be what? They'd be oceanfront property. And over, those houses would get wiped out. Eventually, Lexington would be what?
Go.
Gone. Okay? So my point is, waves are just energy. They're not matter. Because if the waves were matter, we would just continually be wiped out. Those waves are different. Yes, they bring in matter when they do it. Yes. They bring in matter. They're not the same kind of ocean waves. So they bring in all of that at one time. Correct. So they wipe out that.
What? I want to see it something. What are you talking about?
Now, we don't study sound waves anymore, but those waves, infrasonic and ultrasonic waves, animals are able to hear on various wavelengths. All right, and those, the animals were able to hear, and they say before a tsunami, animals will move to higher ground because they could hear the earthquake. Now, is a wave matter? The answer is no, it's energy. Now, we're going to study essentially two kinds of waves. We're going to study light waves and sound waves. Now, beside these in your notes, I'm going to put a couple different names here that we're going to use. So when you look back at your notes, they're also at the same place. Okay? So beside light, I'm going to write the words transverse and electromagnetic. Because those are names we're going to learn and we're going to use over the course of the next week. The worst part about waves is there's a lot of vocabulary. Sound, we're going to learn compression, and longitudinal. And we will use these words over and over and over again before we test. So you should know this before we take the test. I just want them to be in one place. So when you look back, you're like, oh, yeah. I remember that now. Okay? But for today, the two waves we're going to study are light and sound. We're not even going to use those words in parentheses today. We might not even get to those words in parentheses tomorrow. We'll just see how far we get tomorrow. But we will by Wednesday.
So these are our purpose.
Not real bad, because we're going to talk about the parts of the wave, which you might remember from middle school. That's the part I thought you might know. Then we're going to talk about those types of waves, and then we're going to talk about wave interactions, like interference, like reflection, refraction, diffraction, interference. So it'll still take about 5 or 6 days tops to do waves. Usually it takes about 5 days. And then we're ready to test. It takes a little longer than magnets. Not long ago. All right, so where do waves get their energy from? Where do all waves get their energy from? Where do sound waves get their energy from? That's the easiest one to do. Put your hands right here. Hum. What? Very good. Okay. Sound waves get their energy from vibrations. Okay? All waves get their energy from vibrations. All right? But that's the easiest answer I can give you. Now, the thing that I wrote under it in red is the science technical definition. Any source will cause a medium to vibrate. Now, the source I gave you was your voice box. And we created vibrations. So, we're going to talk about what a medium is. Because we're going to use the term medium over and over again over the course of the next week. So we're going to talk about medium and vibrations before you get out of here. Hey, Nakai, are you at lunch or missing fashion merchandising again?
Still missing fashion merchandising.
Okay, just curious.
I have very much.
Of course you do.
Time to go.
It's not that I pay attention very much.
It's not like what?
It's not that I pay attention.
Well, that's a valid point. Thank you, my dear. Have a great rest of your day. All right. Everybody caught up? All right, so what is a vibration? Okay? A vibration is a movement that follows the same path repeatedly. Okay? Any movement that follows the same path repeatedly. Now, if y'all played in band, played an instrument before, but not necessarily in the band, okay? I got knives back there.
I played in middle school.
Played in middle school, okay? So whether it's the drum, saxophone, the clarinet, my daughter played the clarinet, my son plays the tuba. I love the tuba. Anyways, I talked him into playing the trumpet. And how we went from the trumpet to the tuba in 6th grade, I will never in my life understand. But now we play the tuba. All right? So, when he plays the tuba, he makes the same sound, and it follows that path repeatedly. It causes a vibration. Now, I don't have to listen to it overly much, because I will not allow him to play the tuba in the house. He sits on the back deck or on the driveway. Have you ever listened to the tuba?
Yeah.
It's a fabulous sound. He doesn't even, you don't even hear a whole song. He doesn't play the song. The tuba only plays certain parts of the song.
Yes.
So you don't even know what the heck he's playing. Unless he tells you ahead of time. It's just noise where he chimes in. All right? So give me some examples of vibrations that we can write down.
Sounds like a marker.
All right? Some music. What else? Come on, guys.
Like, earthquakes.
Sure, earthquakes are great ones. Give me at least 2 more.
Sound.
What kind?
Sound.
Give me something more specific over there besides sound. Give me some kind of sound that's a vibration.
Like when that thing, like I don't remember what it's called, like when they,
Like a big truck.
like the,
A big
When the
truck.
whales call each other.
Sure.
yeah, it's like that thing.
When the rails come, that works.
Okay. I'll put bats.
I got a
Okay.
question.
That's what it's called.
Yeah, that echo.
What about thunder?
Bats echo.
Yeah, echo location.
Would that work though?
Let me put echolocation here.
And then you can erase whales too, because that's part of it. I think.
I think you're right.
Yeah. I don't
I
know.
think whales just yell.
I don't even know.
They
what
might.
it is.
All right. So big truck.
Well, I have a question.
It's actually called Jake brakes.
For what?
That noise that y'all hear, it sounds like they're passing gas or farting. Those are actually Jake brakes.
Oh, you know them trucks.
Yes. Those are called Jake brakes. All right. Can you give me anything? I really thought y'all would get this one.
Thunder.
No. Thunder works. I got no problems with thunder.
Thunder, that just shook the whole house. Voices.
Huh?
Voices.
Yeah, any kind of voices when people talk, sure.
So there's one that we're missing that you probably.
Well, most people yell it out because y'all have it on your desk.
My phone.
Yeah, what do phones do?
I was thinking about that, but they vibrate like.
They vibrate, they ring, but anything that phones do, generally speaking, are going to fall in vibration. Okay? All right. So, what's a medium? All right, this one I don't expect you to know. All right, but we're going to use this word lots in the next couple of days. Okay? Okay. A medium is any state of matter that the wave passes through. Okay? Any state of matter that the wave passes through. So now we want to take those examples that you guys just gave me and talk about what state of matter they pass through. So, if we talk about like the bats, okay, what does the bat's sound travel through? How do the bats hear other bats, or we hear the bats?
Like the sound goes and it bounces off to something else and comes back.
Okay, so the bat's sound is traveling through what though?
Air.
Air. Okay, so it travels through air, and air is a gas. Okay? Now, I'm going to pick on my daughter for this example with your cell phones. All right? Any of y'all take your cell phones to dinner?
Yeah.
Where y'all put it?
I'm so used to it.
Okay. Tyler's like my daughter. All right? Lays it on the table. Okay? Does he do anything while you're at dinner? Yeah.
If I'm eating alone, I might like watch a movie.
Oh, okay. No. She's not watching the movie. She's sitting there talking to us.
Oh.
All right? But what's it do the whole time we're eating dinner?
Vibrate.
Vibrates. Okay? So what's that vibrating phone laying on? The table. So what do I hear the whole time I'm eating dinner? That's right. So it vibrates on the table all through my dinner. Okay? So what is the medium? What is the state of matter that this stupid phone is vibrating on? It's the wood. It's the table. So what is the state of matter then? It's a solid. Okay. So the table is a solid. Now, if we talk about your whales, what would the state of matter be for the whales? It'd be a what? It'd be a liquid. It could be any state of matter. You're going to be more familiar with solids and gases because typically sound travels through a gas or through a solid, okay? However, if y'all were in a swimming pool, sound would travel through what? Through water, through the liquid, okay? But it could travel through any state of matter. All right. What types of waves have to have a medium? Now remember, we're talking light or sound here. Which types of waves have to have a medium? Light or sound? That's right. Okay? So if I put Nigel out into outer space, just because it could.
You can't hear her.
That's right. We can't hear him because there's no what in outer space?
That means
There's no air. There's no medium.
What?
You could yell as loud as you wanted, and could anybody hear you?
Yes.
No. All we would see is his mouth going.
Then there's no point in yelling.
That's right. There'd be no point in yelling because there'd be nothing to hear. There's no particles out there for any sound to vibrate off of. Okay? Because there's no medium. Now, what type of waves do not need a medium then?
Like other type of wave.
That's right, light. Which is good because if light had to have a medium, could sunlight reach us? No, it could not. That would be a problem. Okay? Sunlight could not reach us. That would be a problem. I think that's as far as I wanted to
I
get
think
today.
for a lab, we should go to space and scream.
We should go to space and scream.
Yes.
That would be pretty cool if we could do that, but I don't think I can get y'all there. I think that might exceed Ms. Curry's budget.
We just gotta call Elon Musk.
Or how much?
Take the whole.
Probably more than we can afford. And I think she sent me
My
an
phone
email
doesn't
that
work.
said we had to cancel out
Oh,
after
dear.
school activities. So
What?
yeah,
Yeah. Well, it'll like the deer in the water.
so you might not be able to stay
What day?
today.
Hey,
Have you seen Rick and Morty?
Wow.
Remember the
Severe
episode
weather
of,
for today. The weather prediction is for severe weather after school
Oh,
day.
Elon Musk.
No, just says severe storms. Athletics has already canceled all school activities and practices.
I guess
Please let your students know that all school activities will be canceled, including all tutoring.
Why?
Grace said, did you get her test?
I want to hear you charge.
So
That was yours. You're right
you're
there.
not planning to stay after school today. It's the long and short of that long paragraph.
You put so much
Is it
effort.
because of the Windy Boy tornado and watch?
This is the real Michael Jordan.
The late bus is canceled today. Everybody hear me?
Yes.
We cannot stay after school.
Why?
Severe thunderstorms.
Severe thunderstorms.
Oh, see how we die. All the activities that we could do.
What?
Did you get Grace's test?
Did I get what? Yeah, I got Grace's test. It's graded. It's already in Power School. Tell her she can see it.